Welcome to the recipe. I am your host, Red, and today I'm going to be talking some more Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. While I already did my analysis of the trailer, and I appreciate all of y'all who said it was the best analysis that y'all saw of the latest trailer, I feel like there's still more that can be pulled from this latest trailer because I feel like this trailer plays almost in the same way like the first trailer, where it's like we're not going to give you a giant slice in a trailer of the whole game and the experience you're going to be having. This is still very much, hey, look, it's Prime 4. Hey, look, it's Prime 4 on Nintendo Switch 1. Whereas all the banger trailers are going to be saved for the Switch 2 edition, when they show that version. And why wouldn't you make the best trailers with that version? It's going to be the prettiest looking version of the game. I also, wonder if with this trailer, right, because we're all watching it, and I think this trailer, like the first trailer, they match, to the T. I don't think the first trailer was like, oh, that was the Switch 2 version, and this is now, we're seeing the Switch 1 version. I don't think that at all. The trailer start, you get the of Nintendo Switch 1. We don't get the whapa of Nintendo Switch 2. Like you got the different sounds there. And I definitely think when it's a Switch 2 game, they're going to tell you it's a Switch 2 game. So, yeah, I think we've seen only Switch 1. But then there's little shots in this trailer that are in letterbox like this. And I'm like, there's other cinematics in the trailer that aren't when she's getting upgraded and stuff. Like, actually, I'm gonna try to jump around and see where. All right, here, look. There's no letterbox here. Yeah, it's Drop Dead Gorgeous still, but there's no letterbox, and I don't expect the Switch version, the Switch 2 version, to completely look different from the Switch 1 version. I think little higher res textures here and there. Obviously, a better frame rate, resolution. That's going to be the stuff that's going to take it and make it the Switch 2 version, but it's not going to be a completely different looking game from the Switch 1 version. But you get these shots in this trailer that are super cinematic and aren't in letterbox, whereas in these shots they are. And if these are like not real-time cinematics, they're probably taken from the Switch 2 version. Yeah, they're in 1080p. If the Switch 2 version is 4K, these cinematics are better. Maybe they're in real time on the Switch 2 version, and here they're letterbox, basically videos pulled from the Switch 2 version. I could see maybe that being a little possibility of us getting, the Switch 2 version in here somewhere, right? That right there. It looks really nice, looks awesome. And then you go back to the Switch 1 version right here. That could be a possibility. But if I still had to guess, I would say we haven't seen the Switch 2 version at all. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about, right? Because like I said, I can still sit here and analyze. But in this video, what I really want to do, more than anything, I want to theorize. Because I got some theories. And, I started playing Metroid Dread a bit. I said, let me play a little bit. I played the ending again because how could you not? The ending is so epic to this game. It's awesome to see Samus be what she truly is, which is a Metroid. You learn about you learn about Samus a lot in this game, like about her actual lineage. The her bloodline and stuff like that. Obviously, you got Ravenbeak, who basically calls her daughter and calls himself daddy. You know what I'm saying? And there's a connection between the two. I'll jump ahead a bit right here. But when it all goes down right here, I was thinking about the psychic ability and everything, and I was like, man, I feel like, yeah, this psychic ability, I feel like I've seen stuff like this before. This isn't the first time. And it's the color for me, right? I think colors is always important in Nintendo games, from the Triforce, and all of that. Like, Nintendo always throws colors around. Even Mario and Luigi, they got their specific colors. Wario and Waluigi. I know you're like, really, you bringing that up? I'm just saying colors are very important to Nintendo, and you go to Pikmin. Each Pikmin, different colors mean something. So I feel like if they really wanted to differentiate the psychic abilities, they could have went a whole different color. But what color is Ravenbeak right now? And Ravenbeak is literally, again, that's Samus Baba right there. You heard? So him glowing like that, look, it matches literally the key art that you're seeing right now on the side of this very video. And I'm not saying there's a link. This is the very last thing we saw Samus do. We know Metroid Prime series takes place between Metroid 1 and 2. But now we're dealing with a Metroid series that is dealing with time confirmed, space and time. Space and time. So when I hear space and time, and I already theorized, what if this game, deals with time, and then by the time we're done with this game, we are at some point after this game, right? But then what if we go before, right? I've even theorized about split timelines. Listen, there's Zero Suit Samus with blonde hair, and there's Zero Suit Samus with green hair. There's a version of Metroid 1 where she's a blonde, and there's a version of it where she has green hair. Almost feels like dun dun dun, two different timelines. You can't tell me that at the end of this fight, when you're all Metroid out right here, right? Like, you can't tell me that Samus is still a blonde under hair. I won't believe that for 1 second. She almost certainly has green hair under hair, I would feel. They probably brought back the green hair. It would have been cool to see her. But anyway, I would just theorize, right? But we're talking about the first game, the beginning. What if these psychic abilities is something that she unlocks, right? And that's been seen throughout the entire series. Think about it. Like, look at Samus in her Zero Suit. What's literally on her heart? It looks exactly like the colors that you're seeing in Metroid Prime 4 Beyond's key art. It almost looks like she already had these psychic abilities, or maybe she got them at some point, right? Look, same hand. What's on that hand? It's almost like her Triforce piece, almost like she always had these psychic abilities. And this brand new game, she got pulled to a planet. We don't know if that when she got pulled, at what time she got pulled, what timeline we're in. I would even go as far as to comfortably say now, I'm not comfortable theorizing that Metroid Prime 4 Beyond takes place between Metroid 1 and 2 anymore. It could take place anywhere, at any time, between space and time. So the way her suit comes on, right? The way it just magically, comes onto her, it's not something that she puts on like Master Chief. It's something that's connected to her. Ravenbeak has the same arm cannon. Clearly, he's, just like her in many ways. So, quick interruption before I let you get back to the video. I was editing the thumbnail for this video when I was zooming in on Samus's hand and the symbol, when I realized it looks very much like this. I can't be the only one who sees it. I mean, let's go back. Look it's parted like two black holes. Yeah, look, there's an X behind it. I don't know what that X is for, what it means. X parasite. No, I don't know. But I mean, look at it. And then again, back to the Prime logo. That thing is split too. S like too. Metroid symbol like too. This black hole. I'm just saying. I just wanted to throw this in there real quick. Now back to the regularly scheduled program. But then you have Aeon abilities, which come on way later in the series, right? And they give you the ability to cloak. When Samus uses her ability, in the actual brand new trailer, and she's using, the three beams. And yes, this was me capturing this beautiful gameplay, actually, right before I recorded this. But yeah, when Samus is using her beautiful, brand new abilities, let's get to those real quick. Who's to say? I mean, look at that. That's crazy because it really does look like the ability, her hand glowing. It's not new to Samus. You know what I'm saying? But when she uses this brand new ability right here, who's to say that her body right now isn't cloaked while she's doing it so that her body doesn't get attacked? Yeah, everything slows down. But who's to say that she's not cloaked, right? In some phantom cloak fashion, right? I said it in my original analysis, right? This right here, this jump back, I feel like that's not what she was capable of doing in the previous game. So that's something new, almost like a dash back. But who's to say that with her upgrades, what you're seeing happen right here, right? Because all the times you see her doing this stuff, it all can't be the same, Oh, this is the first time she got it. I don't think so. I think these are upgrades to her psychic ability. So who's to say that, dashing backwards doesn't become a flash shift, which is a version of Aeon abilities, just before Aeon abilities are a thing. I see her using her abilities again. How does she get in this room? Would you call that a pulse radar? Look right here, she's pulse radar con abilities connecting to this thing, and obviously then the scan happens. It almost looks like two separate things. Like she can scan and she can connect the thing, but I think it's just used with the same button instead of making it two different buttons. It's all the same. And by the way, I said in my analysis like, oh yeah, this looks like a door right here, and I still stand by that. But I don't think it's a door. I think it's just like a missile expansion or a power upgrade behind that wall right there that's sparkling. Look at the sparkle. Yeah, I think you just blow that up and then you just get your brand new expansion right there. But yeah, it just look. I'm not saying that I'm 100% right here that this is an early version of Aeon abilities, but I even got a comment right, and it came from who was it who actually posted this comment? Damn, I gotta actually find that comment. But he basically was saying something along the lines of, he was disappointed with the naming of it, like psychic abilities. Why would you do that when you got, Aeon abilities already in the series? Like, why would you go that route? And I was like, you know what? I see where he's coming from. But again, this could be something where when this game ends, maybe, Samus keeps this ability. It's just within her. It's something that she unlocked. And like I said in my original analysis, I believe that she was chosen. I believe what she's using this, brand new psychic ability is probably what's, in the background of the, logo to the game, the black hole looking thing. And you see, the Federation trying to haul off this thing while the pirates are trying to get into the room and get it, in the original trailer, right? And right here. And I feel like, yeah, like that's probably that, and it chooses her and it basically then leads to everything that came before. Well, after I guess in the series is weird. It's before and after at this point because Metroid One already would have happened if right now what you're seeing there, that timeline before she gets pulled to Vuros is between 1 and 2. Then I mean yeah, this is, I mean, between 1 and 2, this is everything that happened. Hunters, Prime 1, 2, 3, hell, Pinball and all that. Even though Pinball is just, a retreat of the original Prime. Yeah, like I could easily see it being something where the game ends and Samus gets pulled back. And look, if they were to split, if the game ends and she has green hair when you see her in her Zero suit in this game, then you already know what it is, which would be crazy. Then that'll confirm two timelines because Zero Mission, she's blonde in that game, and when was the last time you saw Samus with green hair? Maybe the ending of the remake of, Metroid 2. So, again, that's a game that takes place right after what happens in the Prime series. I don't know. I just feel like it's very interesting that Samus already had this color all throughout the series, going back 20 years or even more. Like she's had this purple glow. Her Zero suit has had the pink purple glowing symbols all over her, on her back, on her chest, and on her hand, just like in this key art. And that just blew my mind. I was like, yo, could it be like could retro really be retroactively, what I'm saying, going back and changing things? Who knows, man? But this whole ending, her being the last Metroid. Look at the color of her Metroid a bit. I'm gonna go back to this whole segment right here. Like it's wild. Obviously, the X taps into Ravenbeak and then unlocks the same. Oh, you're a Metroid craziness in Raven because he obviously shares a lot of the same, blood with Samus, and then he becomes like I don't know. It looks like kind of like a Queen Metroid almost evolved, right? With a Chozo, which is very, very weird. It probably would have had wings had he not ripped off his wings and was probably flying like a dragon if you actually think about it. But yeah, then you got Samus right here going crazy, using her, her Metroid powers, which very much look exactly like the psychic abilities that she's gonna get from Vuros, which is weird. So obviously, you escape, and right when it's about to end, you get that shot right there where it's like, don't do it, don't touch the ship because you'll drain it, and it's the same hand. Look at the key art right there, and then look at Samus right there in the latest game. This is crazy. And I'm like, do they actually connect? Because if they do, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be. But if they don't, it was still fun to create this and just theorize of the possibility of it all being connected. And I know it all is connected. It's Metroid, but I mean this specific ability being like an earlier version of Aeon abilities, being something that she gained after the first game, but then timelines ended up changing things. I mean, Zero Suit in the first original game. No, wait. In Zero Mission, you do get the Zero Suit because you play with her like that. But then in the cinematics, she has the suits that you get in Smash Brothers Ultimate, which are the short version, and those don't have the symbol on the back of it. But she does have that in Zero. But in the original Metroid One, she has the bikini, so she doesn't have the glowing hand and everything. But then she has the green hair. No, yeah, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, your timeline don't work. I don't know. Maybe they figured something out, and maybe I just don't got all the pieces, so it just isn't isn't making sense right now. Who knows, man? But it's still cool to theorize. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Y'all probably thinking this is way too out there, or maybe I'm onto something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Yeah, man. This is wild. I even went on the Switch. Funny enough, right? Because this is in real time. Look, I finish the game, then I back out, and I go on the Switch feed. And I'm only bringing this up, right, just to throw in some more analyzing up in here. And I go down like, all right, let me get the trailer right here, just to throw it into the gameplay right here. Why not? And I scroll and I'm like, oh, they don't got the trailer. That's crazy. So then I go to the direct and I see they probably just want to put the trailers for the Switch 2 versions up here. So they say, you know what, just keep this trailer buried in the direct on the actual Switch OS. Don't even put it as a separate trailer, while it is separate on YouTube and stuff like that. Just to not clutter this area up because it's about to get bombarded with brand new, 3D Mario and Donkey Kong adventure games and Metroid and everything. I don't want to sit here and just list off games, but everything. What else, man? Before I wrap this up, because this is basically the last thing I'm dropping before April 2nd, I feel, unless I keep watching the Metroid trailer and be like, yo, I figured something else out, I believe. We'll see. But yeah, man. I'm excited. April 2nd is going down. Make sure you come through. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe, share it, and all that. If you like the analysis, if you felt it was one of the best, man, share that out too so that people can see, because they deserve to see a good analysis like the one I did. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this, man. I thank y'all. And, yeah, that app is pretty cool. This other movie got confirmed in that app, which is pretty cool. And there's a rumor that this other movie is actually going to be being shot in New Zealand, which, I mean, where else would you want it to be? It should be in New Zealand, right? So, I mean, it could be anywhere around the world nowadays. They'll be like, man, we'll do the whole damn thing in green screen and it'll look good. I'm like, I hope not. But, yeah. Wherever it stops, that's a Switch 2 game. That's a Switch 2 game, yo. I mean, it is. It's going to be on the eShop. You're going to be able to download it. They all Switch 2 games. But, yeah, yo, I see y'all basically not on the other side of it, right before. I plan to be live a half hour before, maybe do some final predictions of what I expect to see there. I mean, but I'm done predicting, man. I just want to see what's there. I want to see the games there and all that. I don't expect anything other than Switch 2 stuff. So I don't expect anything on, hey, here's the cast, or stay tuned for a Super Mario Direct featuring, the brand new cast for the new movie. Nothing like that. I think when that happens, that'll be at another place. It'll probably happen on the app. Actually, they'll announce that they're gonna announce the cast. Same thing with the Zelda cast and things like that. This next direct is gonna be straight up Switch 2 with a little mention of Switch 1, just to say, yeah, all of that carries over for the most part, except for Labo and maybe just Labo. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, this game looked incredible. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I'll see y'all April 2nd for the Nintendo Switch 2 blowout. It's gonna be incredible. Can't wait. See y'all then. Peace.